The Bengals, well, they haven't signed an outside free agent, and people are getting restless. So let's dive into what could happen, what is happening, and what in the world is going on at Paycor Stadium. Hi again, everyone, and welcome in to Cincinnati Bengals Talk. I'm James Rapien of allbengals.com. And yes, it's been, well, an uneventful start to free agency. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. And I got to be honest with you, I wasn't anticipating not doing a video on Tuesday, but there really wasn't much to post. So we did have Joe Goodberry's Bengals on the Brain show, which was a really good breakdown of the safeties. And I'm going to share some insight and info on that. Also, Jermaine Pratt, shout out to Mike Pachalia of CLNS Media and the Jungle Roar podcast for sending us the Jermaine Pratt video to post here on CBT. Anyways, don't panic. And as I say that, I get the restlessness that's going on. I get being a little anxious about the lack of moves because the Bengals have lost Jesse Bates and Von Bell, and they've lost a key part on Wednesday rather of their offense in Hayden Hurst. And Hayden Hurst signed a 3-year deal with the Carolina Panthers, 21 million, 7 million per. And look, I get it. I get understanding I understand the anxiousness that comes with that. I also don't blame the Bengals for not going that high on Hayden Hurst. That said, when guys like Juan Thornhill go off the board and you already have lost Samaje Perine and it felt like Jamal Williams might be a good fit and then he leaves for $4 million per year, I get it. People are going to say 28-year-old running back, $4 million per, it's fine for a backup running back. And so I looked at it and I'm like, man, all right, well, where are they going to go? And maybe by the time you see this, they make a move or two. I'm checking the good old Twitter sphere now. James Robinson to the Patriots, 2 years up to $8 million. So $4 million per. That seems like to be, the running back, backup running back money. We'll see if the Bengals go lower. It feels like to me safety wise, and I know that's a big concern right now for you, that they're in the under $7 million range, certainly. And I would say probably substantially lower. Maybe they're in the $5.5 million range for safeties. Because you look at it, Von Bell, $7.5 million per year from the Panthers. And then you just examine the market. And I thought Juan Thornhill was a target for them. And it felt like they might be able to land him. 3 years, $21 million to the Browns. Maybe the Bengals offered him 3 years, 5.5 per year, $16.5 million, something in that range, or $17 million. And the Browns went more. And so who will the Bengals be able to get? Is it Taylor Rapp from the Rams? Is it John Johnson III, who was officially announced that he would be cut today with a post-June 1 designation available, certainly, for the Bengals to sign? I think it'll be one of those two guys, but it could be any number of safeties on the market. I think they're going to sign a safety. I think they're going to address tight end. And the tight end market is really unique to me because the top guys are still there. Mike Gesicki is there. Dalton Schultz is there. If you're Mike Gesicki and you're not getting offered what you want, maybe you take a 1-year deal. Maybe you go that route. And if you do that, where do you want to go? You probably want to go somewhere where you think you can shine. And Joe Burrow's gotten the last two tight ends that have caught passes from him, two starting tight ends. CJ Uzama, 3 years, $24 million. Hayden Hurst, 3 years, $21 million. Joe Burrow's going to get you paid if you're a tight end. And neither of those guys are as good as Mike Gesicki. So just relax. Let's see what else they do. I get it. I understand the anxiousness. I understand the unease. And it stinks because the Bengals have this contending window. And it's Joe Burrow's it's the last year of his rookie deal. And his cap hit might change once he signs that extension, whatever that extension is. But you want to see moves. And right now the Bengals have just gotten worse. And so at some point, the dam has to break. They have to get better. They have to add pieces. And whether that's Wednesday night after I record this video, whether it's Thursday, it's going to happen. And the one thing I will say, and I think the reason that I am a little bit calmer than some, is because this Bengals team has showed over the past 3 years that they can be patient in free agency while also making the right moves. Von Bell, his original contract, that was a patient move. It took multiple days into free agency. He was just out there and they were like, heck, let's get him. And he wasn't necessarily a target of theirs. And they weren't a contending team then. And so to me, they have their targets, they have their guys. There's still plenty of talent available. And whether you look at it and you say, oh, well, they also need right tackle. Yeah, Jermaine Illuminor is still available. Cam Fleming's still available. There's some offensive tackles still available. Orlando Brown available, which is sort of unique. I know Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated reporting that, yeah, is he going to just take a one-year deal somewhere? If so, interesting. I would be interested in seeing what it would take to get him. Probably too rich for the Bengals cost, but I'll at least mention that. The point is let's just see what they do. And I think they're working. I think they're trying. They're not sipping martinis on the beach. Well, not martini, pina coladas on the beach or martinis at the bar. They are working on it. And over the past few years, they've been arguably, and maybe not even arguably, the best team in free agency in the league. Let's see what they do. We'll have you covered here. That's one thing that's for certain. Regardless of what happens, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I do know we're going to have you covered here on CBT. So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. And for Andrew Fox Miller, I'm James Rapien, signing off for now. Thank you so much for watching Cincinnati Bengals Talk.